Aloha! Thanks for tuning in. It's another Friday. I'm Adele Brianne. So back this week on leadership. So as your leader in website design, website development, management, marketing, I want to share with you probably one of my number one tips for your website. Whether you're doing a website makeover or launching your first website, this is a pretty critical thing that you need to have throughout your website, whether it's a single page or a multi-page site. You need to have clear calls to action. And what that means is that on the page, you are clearly asking your visitor to take an action, to do something, to engage in some way beyond just scrolling. So and beyond clicking ultimately, so that they are going to subscribe to your email list, or they're going to book a discovery call, or they're going to contact you. They can get more information, they can download a freebie, that ultimately there's something you want them to do once they've landed at your website. So you might have different calls to action on different pages. Typically, we do recommend that you sort of stick to one main call to action per page, although on some pages you will have multiple, things that you can choose. So where on your website should you put your call to action, right? So on your home page, typically toward the top, before they've scrolled too much, you can have your call to action, whether that's book a call, click here for more, sign up for a freebie, something like that. As they're scrolling through the page, you can have it again or a different call to action. I always recommend as well on the bottom of the page, or where they're ending, if they're going to read through the whole page, that you always give them something to do at the end of the page. That's something I personally like, that there's always something at sort of the bottom that's like, hey, click here for either the next page or to contact, to get more. If you sell products, you always want to be pushing toward your products, or I highly suggest you grow your email list, and you always want to be growing that email list with an enticing, give them a valuable freebie in exchange for signing up for your email list, right? So if you have an e-shop, you can offer free shipping for signing up to the list, or a 10% off coupon that immediately generates as soon as they sign up for the list. Those are super easy. They convert really well. You definitely want to do that. It's just so easy to do and very, very valuable for you as an e-shop manager. Ultimately, when your visitors land at your website, they need to know what you want them to do. And it's important that you guide them to that. Otherwise, it might be unclear. They might not take any action. They may have come to your website and ultimately you didn't capture any information from them. You don't know who they were. They're almost like a ghost visitor, right? So we want to minimize those ghost visitors and get our website visitors onto our list, engaging with us on social media. So again, just to recap, we want to get those calls to action on the website so that our visitors know clearly what actions we want them to take, whether we want them to join our email list or follow us on social media or book a discovery call. So thanks for tuning in today. We talked about calls to action and why they're so important. All sorts of great things. Again, if you run an e-commerce shop, definitely get them to join your email list. Give them an enticing offer such as a free shipping or a 10% off coupon, something like that. So again, calls to action help your visitors understand what to do when they land, and it helps you capture some information and keep engaging with them so that they're not ghost visitors who've landed but you have no idea who they are, and you may never see them again because you didn't give them something to do to keep up the relationship with you. All right, thanks for tuning in. It's another beautiful Friday. Aloha Friday. This has been Adele Brianne. Aloha.